Hey everybody, Coltraine here, bringing out a new video to show you guys a brand new warrior trick that I have figured out. It is overpowered, it is definitely not working as intended, it is totally broken, and it is just awesome for Mythic Dungeons and Mythic Plus runs. And your damage will go through the roof, and it's just amazing, but specifically, you have to be a human Prot warrior. You have to be human, and I'm going to explain to you why being a human Prot warrior is so special and how to do this trick I found. So stay tuned and watch. So I know you guys are probably like wondering like what is so special about being a human Prot warrior? What is so special about being human and specifically human? Well, let me explain. So I'm screwing around, a lot of people are saying, Prot warrior, especially in PvE, Prot warriors are want to be going for about mostly mastery versatility. Versatility more for magic heavy fights, but the mastery and raids and mythic pluses, the critical block is really helping out with the damage reduction. Now, what I usually tend to do as my tank is I like to go more damage oriented. I like to come up with ways to do more damage, find the stats that do more damage. I like to find the talents that do more damage, even if they're not quite the favorites of what everyone else is using, if they're not like the go-to talents, as some would say. I thought to myself, I'm not really in a raiding guild, I'm not doing anything hardcore, I'm just gonna stack all the haste that I can, and I sort of came across something a little bit fishy, I guess you would say. So here I am. Here are my stats. Now, I'm stacking haste. So I got haste on my helm, I got haste on my neck, I got haste on my shoulders, haste, double haste on the chest. Okay, I got haste, and then obviously that doesn't have haste, but my trinkets, strength and haste on the counterweight, haste. So I'm at 37%. And I know you guys are thinking, well, Coltrane, that's quite a waste. Like, why are you going so much haste? Well, when you look at the spell book here, okay, you go to the human racial, and we'll read this out. It says, it's the human spirit, it's a passive. You gain 2%, 2 whole percent more of all your secondary stats. So haste, crit, mastery, versatility. The important one we're thinking about here is haste. So 2% haste from all sources, okay? So that's one of the reasons why my haste is through the roof with as much as I'm stacking. But as I was stacking haste, I'm thinking, looking at talents, everyone's running Ultimatum and Vengeance or Booming Voice for the damage. I was running Booming Voice for the damage for my Mythic Plus runs and everything like that, but in the spirit of stacking haste, I took Into the Fray. 3% haste for each enemy within 10 yards up to 5 enemies. So that's 5 stacks. That should be 15% haste, correct? So it was kind of funny to me as I run into a pack of mobs, like, let me see. My haste is 37%, right? Let's look. 37%. My haste is at 37. So if I get one enemy, it should be, that's right, 40%. Let me go over here and taunt this guy down from the sky. And, oh, wait a minute. My haste is 41%. It went up 4%. Well, how is this working? What's going on? The human racial is affecting Into the Fray. And your haste is going up an incredible amount. Now, the more haste you have, I'm going to go over here to this group. This is 5 mobs. So I should have 15% increased haste. So I should have, what, 52? 52% haste? Well, if I run into this pack, I got 57% haste. That's 5% extra, is it not? Right? So I'm getting 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%, 4% haste. Into the Fray is being affected by your human racial, the human spirit, somehow. I don't know what the calculation is, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but there is something fishy with this, and it is increasing your haste from Into the Fray. Yeah, so this is the most amount of haste that I'm going to be able to stack right now. Okay, so I got 38%. So I'm going to run back into this pack of 5. I got 59% haste. See? See? See what I mean? 21% haste now. Now that I just increased my haste just by 1%, since I increased my haste by 1%, and it's at 38 now, so plus 15 is 53. I should have 53% haste. But when I go into this pack of 5, I have 59. I have 59 haste. 59% haste. So that's 4%, 4%, 4%, 4%, 5% to give me 21 extra percent haste. So as you can see, the more gear you have, the more Into the Fray is going to increase by. You're not getting 15% anymore. You're getting 20%, then 21, then you're going to get 22. Eventually all the stacks will be 5%. You're going to have 25% haste. Pretty soon you're going to be getting pretty much your own personal heroism or bloodlust from this thing. The higher your gear is. I'm only 861. Right? I'm only 861. Imagine what this is at 880, 890, and beyond. Okay, everyone, so just a quick recap. In conclusion, how I am doing this haste build: I am running as much haste as possible on all my gear, haste enchants, haste gems, everything like that, haste on every piece I can possibly get it on. Then I am running Into the Fray, and this build is more or less specifically for Mythic Dungeons and Mythic Plus, because this is where it's really going to shine in those giant trash pulls where you're going to be getting this to 5 stacks, and that's where it truly, truly shines. So Into the Fray with all of your haste gear, and what is affecting it and what is making this so overpowered is the human spirit, human racial. 2% more of all secondary stats, haste, crit, mastery, versatility from all sources, and apparently all sources includes Into the Fray. So I'm really excited to see what you guys can come up with. People with more gear than me, 880, 890. I can't wait to see how much haste you guys can stack and can be getting, and I can't wait to see how much damage you guys can put out, or like what else you guys can come up with. So there you go. That's it. All haste gear, gems, enchants, Into the Fray, and the passive human racial is what's going to make this what it is. But shh, you gotta remember, this is a secret. Don't let Blizzard know. Keep it a secret. Shh. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good one.